What's going on, YouTube? We are back again with another reaction. We are back again with another review. And apparently 21 Pilots has a massive following that really likes their reaction videos. So we're going to continue doing it. And for today's music video reaction, 21 Pilots Lane Boy. I had no idea that 21 Pilots was as big as they were. Like, I've heard them on the radio and I'd heard their names, but I didn't know they were as big as they were. I mean, when I did Stressed Out, I had no idea until after I did the video when I looked at the view count for that music video, and it was well over 2 billion. Like, I was like, oh, all right, that's probably the biggest song I've done a reaction to as far as popularity wise and view count wise. But I had no idea they had the diehard fan base that they have, like similar to like NF, similar to Tom McDonald and Hobson, like similar to all these artists that really are putting out a serious message. And apparently 21 Pilots has a form of a journey, like similar to like NF's journey. And I'm going to start tackling that. And if you guys know the exact order of the journey, be sure to comment it down below. Let me know each song that I need to react to. I need to follow through to go through the 21 Pilots journey to understand the intricacies of Blurry Face and everything, because I'm pretty much spitballing here with the song order for 21 Pilots. So be sure to comment down below and let me know. But I did have a lot of comments telling me to do Lane Boy next, and that I would really like it that it's kind of them going against the industry, the music industry, and not wanting to conform with you know, their continual changing of their music versus what the industry wants them to follow in, you know, the industry standard of staying in your enclosed area, staying in your lane, I guess, technically, pretty much. But that they said that that's what this is pretty much about. So I'm really excited because I'm all for people, artists, bands coming up with music and putting out that attack the industry that they're in. I love that because they're calling out the fallacies within their industry. They're calling out the BS within their field. And I've always loved that. So if this is like that, I'm excited to see what they got. I'm excited to see how good they do. I apologize for my voice. I'm a little bit sick right now, but I'm definitely excited to see what they got and what they're putting forward with this, because seems definitely right on my forte. But first, if y'all could be so kind to smash that like button, smash subscribe, and hit the little bell for future notifications, that would be greatly appreciated. Anyways, 21 Pilots. Let's see what you got. Oh, this is probably going to be good. They say stay in your lane, boy. That's what I said. If the people that have commented and told me that it's them going against kind of the industry, and the industry is telling them to stay in their lane because they change their music. Like, I've heard enough of their songs to know that they kind of branch into piece part into different kind of genres and different styles, different tempos. They kind of like to experiment. And if the industry is telling them that, yeah, they're telling them to stay in their lane. And I just said that. They say that they think that this is a highway, but will they be alive tomorrow? You know, a lot of, you know, the music industry really doesn't like artists branching out of their normal. Rappers stay rappers, rock stars stay rock stars. You know, metal goes metal. You know, orchestral goes orchestral. So when artists start branching into other avenues and start pulling fans from other avenues, it's like they're diverting off the path. Like the industry considers, you know, whatever lane you're in, it's a highway. It's straightforward. You're going down that lane. That's what you're forever in, and that's BS. Because I like how we forwarded that with, will they be alive tomorrow? That's kind of like the fads, the musical fads, dubstep artists that are no longer dubstep artists, that are no longer even in the limelight. Certain rap artists that continue the rap scheme, and they did horrible, versus other artists that didn't follow that highway persona, and they're still standing today. People that choose to change it and branch it. And honestly, take Falling in Reverse, for example, their earlier style of music. If they'd have just kept doing that, they would have been probably nowhere near anything where they're at now. Like, they would have died out probably by now, since when they started. If they kept doing what they were doing with, like originally how they did like The Drug and Me Is You, that style of music, they'd have been gone by now. But because they've evolved, they've changed, they've stayed out. They didn't stay in their lane. They diverted and they made alterations and made themselves even better. They're still alive. Whereas the people that tend to stay in that bracket, just hardcore in their lane on the highway, they tend to die off. And I like that reference.
Will they be alive tomorrow? They think this thing is a highway. If it was our way, we'd have a tempo change every other time change. Cause our minds change and what we think is good. I wasn't raised in the hood.
Like that. If we had it our way, we'd have a tempo change every time we'd have a time change. That's hard to do. Combining a tempo change with a time change, that can be very difficult to incorporate in a song. And like I said, because our minds change, they change their minds. They're artists. Artists aren't going to follow the same path every bit, especially musicians. When you're in the performing arts, you're not going to follow down the same pathway and same course. You're going to change it up. You're going to do tempo change. You're going to do time changes, or in their case, you're going to do both. Like it's very difficult. I'd been involved in music for years, and having a tempo change, all right, having a time change, okay, but combining the two, doing both, that can be difficult. That can be difficult to incorporate and still have the flow that you need to within the musical piece, within the composition of it. And them saying if we had it our way, we'd be doing it like that. So it's like they still have some conformity to the industry, but they're still playing by their rules. Like they're holding on to the chain, they're holding on to that leash a little bit, but they got a lot of rope and they're not hanging themselves with it.
Cause our minds change and what we think is good. I wasn't raised in the hood, but I know a thing or two about pain and darkness. If it wasn't for this music, I don't know how I would have thought this. Regardless, all these songs I'm hearing are so heartless. Don't trust a perfect person and don't trust a song that's flawless. Honest, there's a few songs.
Don't trust a perfect person and don't trust a song that's flawless. That's solid. I'm going to revert back. I like that he talked about, he's not from the hood, but he knows about, like what pain is. And if he didn't do this music, he wouldn't know how to properly cope with it. A lot of artists, musicians, comedians, they pull a lot of their interpretations of music or comedy or just what they're performing with. They pull a lot of that from dark places, a lot of things that have like traumatic experience they've had in their lives. A lot of people don't realize that. And it's like their outlet. It's their way to get out of it. It's their way to pull themselves away for a little while, to deal with it, to cope with it, to vent it as well. It's a coping mechanism. It's not just for a profit, it's for a benefit of themselves, like an actual personal benefit to do it. And I get that. And him saying, don't trust a perfect person or don't trust a song that's flawless. The industry, all the radio top 40, I mean, you hear all like so many of these top name artists. Are they really that perfect of a person? Are they really that perfect are they that like flawless of a person? Is their music that flawless, or do they just have a massive team of people making sure every note and key and tune and tone is perfect, is flawless, and then every single bit about them, of what they project themselves as a person to the public eye? You don't think that's marketing and public relations? You really don't think that's the record label having to do that? Like, don't trust a perfect person. Don't trust a flawless song. It's not meant to be like that. Like you're being bottle fed. It's just bottle feeding more BS. Like. It's like your baby bird with your mouth open, and there's the music industry, the mama bird, just regurgitating it up for you. The same stuff every time. Slap a new face on it, slap a new name on it, slap a new label on it, and a new beat, but it's the same name brand BS. Like that. I'm liking this.
Don't trust a perfect person and don't trust a song that's flawless. Honest, there's a few songs on this record that feel common. I'm in constant confrontation with what I want and what is popping in the industry. It seems to me that singles on the radio are currency. My creativity's on the free when I'm playing shows.
My singles are my currency. My creativity is only free when I'm playing shows. Ain't that the truth? Artists can only be creative when their normal stuff of what's coming out is selling records, it's selling tickets. And like I said, there's a couple songs on this album that are common. I haven't listened to any of the songs on this album unless Stressed Out was on this. I have no idea. And he said they're common, and he's in a constant battle with himself, with himself, with what his creativity and versus what's popping in the industry. So him saying that they're common, it's not they're common, but they're just common late in the industry. It's what the industry standard is for a great song, what sells records, what sells tickets for live shows. It fits the narrative of the what music needs to put out, what it needs to say. It fits the algorithm, like it does what it needs to. And I like that he says that he's in constant confrontation with it. Like that is a flawless bar of how he put that. Like that, I'm impressed. I didn't know that that they were able, like he was able to, you know, spit bars like that. Like that's smooth.
Radio a currency, my creativity's on the free when I'm playing shows. They say stay in your lane, boy, but we go where we want to. They think this thing is a highway, but will they be alive tomorrow?
I also like it going back and forth. Like it shows him drumming, like it looks like he's at a live show drumming, and then it shows the main singer in his own lane. Like it's a 1-lane road, a 1-lane dirt road, and he's got the 2 hazmat guys with him. Like I like to stay in your lane. He's literally he's not on a highway like he talked about. He's on a dirt road, a back road, if you will, something that you would take to divert from the main path, kind of something that an artist would do, like 21 Pilots. They divert from the main path. He's in his lane. He's in a back road. He's not on the highway. He's on the back road. He's on a 1 lane. He's in his lane because that is his lane. Like I like the referencing to that. Like that's very well put in there.
Baby, I'll have tomorrow. I'm sorry if that question I asked last scared you a bit like a hazmat in a gas mask. If you ask Zach, he's my brother, he likes when I rap fast. But let's backtrack, back to this. Who would you live in that for on that list? But the problem is, there's another list that exists and no one really wants to think about this. Forget sanity, forget salary, forget vanity, my morality.
Forget sanity, forget salary, forget vanity and my morality. Okay. Talking about his brother Zach, and he likes that when he raps fast. He can rap fast. All right, I didn't know we could do that. I didn't know we could chop. Like, all right, let's get this.
The list that exists and no one really wants to think about this. Forget sanity, forget salary, forget vanity, my morality. If you get in between someone I live with me, you're gonna feel the heat of my cavalry. All these songs I'm here.
Sorry, I know I'm gonna pause this a lot, but if you get between somebody I love and me, you're gonna get the heat. I'm the cavalry. Like, that's a good way of saying you get between me and those close to me. You're gonna catch it. You're gonna get that smoke. You're gonna get that smoke. You're gonna catch these hands. You're gonna get popped. Like you're done. Like that's a cool way of putting it. So you're saying you get between. You're gonna catch the heat. I'm the cavalry. Like I'm liking it.
My morality. If you get in between someone I live with me, you're gonna feel the heat of my cavalry. All these songs I'm hearing are so heartless. Don't trust a perfect person and don't trust a song that's flawless. They say stay in your lane, boy, and we go where we want to. They think this thing is a highway, but will they be alive tomorrow? They say stay in your lane, boy, and we go where we want to. They think this thing is a highway, but will they be alive tomorrow?
Always having everyone drop to their knees. That's a cool look. You see in like concerts or in stadiums or at football games or soccer games, anywhere where the crowd's packed, and they do the wave, and it always goes from left to right or right to left. It's always that, but you never see it going from front to back. Like it's like you're out. It looks like it's like some like the waves going away from you. You're out in the ocean. You're looking at the beach, and you see the waves toppling over, and to see people dropping down like that, like very in unison, and at a live show like that. I like that. I like that they're incorporating like one of their shows, like a live show, in with their music video. Like NF did that, and When I Grow Up, at the very end when it shows when it dropped with the When I Grow Up, when it dropped with that final kind of hook, it showed him in one of his live shows, and everyone's going nuts. Like I like that they incorporate that. I like when artists incorporate showing just what they're bringing to the table with a live show, because a lot of times music videos are doctored, they're edited, they look glamorous, and sometimes I've been to a lot of artists shows, and their music videos and their songs are awesome, but their live shows, they suck. That happens quite a bit. So when an artist has done a music video like this, they put out like, hey, this is what we're packing with a live show. You should come. Like that's probably going to sell more tickets, and it's more creative that way. Like I like the creativity behind that. I like the synthetic sound in the background. And like it almost sounds like it's a tone edited default like synthetic exhaust. It almost sounds like a high powered exhaust, and it's toned to the different notes and key changes that they're incorporating with this. But I like the EDM style incorporation with that. I like the synthetic hard sounds like that, whether it's hard beats or whether it's just hard fat sounds, or it's that very progressive rush kind of feeling sound like that. And like the genre, the EDM genre, hard style is very similar to that. They have that similar kind of background-esque sound to it, and it's very push forward, progressive, very very just in your face, making you want to move forward. Like that's what it's entitled to, or not entitled, but that's what it's designed to do. And incorporating that in this, especially with the smooth like flow of the rap, all the bars and stuff from before, and the hook, like, all right, I like their change up. I really like their change up. That was good. That was really good. I loved it. Like, I thought the bars were awesome. I thought the melody was cool. I like how they call it lane boy and stay in your lane. Like, that's what the industry's trying to tell them to do, but they're not. Like, if they could, they'd change as much as they could. But they even said about him conforming. He conforms a little bit, but imagine if they did all the way. Like, that it's a very smart way that they did that. It's a very intricately laid out song to not really call shots, not call names, not really throw shade at anyone, but just bring to light what the industry wants and what they refuse to do. Like, I like that. And it is such an upbeat style, and I love the change. Like from the first half to the second half, just that the cool little synth, the boom, like, and then with the bars, the lyrics, the hooks, and of course, his drumming is always fun. It's fun to listen to. It comes in with a bang, but that second half, like, just kicking in with the EDM style sound, really brought some heat to it, and that was really cool that they did that. Not a lot of songs do that, but then again, also not a lot of songs and not a lot of artists tend to veer off that highway. Meanwhile, he's just sitting there walking on a back road, like that's where he belongs. Like, he belongs going and veering around, veering from left to right and trying other things. Like, that's really what artistry is all about. It's not about this cookie cutter radio top 40-esque stuff. Like, it really isn't. And they've been radio top 40, but they've been radio top 40 for what they do, and I respect that. And I respect the song. That was awesome. Thank y'all for recommending it. That was cool. So that was my reaction for Lane Boy. I thought it was damn good. Like, I really liked it. I had no idea he could chop. I didn't know he could spit bars that fast. I didn't know he could actually rap fast. Like, that was good, and it was clean. Like, it was very clean. It was very well laid through. There was no raspiness in the voice, no tonality changes that altered what you could hear him say. It was very clean cut. And to say, never trust a song that's perfect, this is kind of a perfect sounding song. Like, it really flowed well. Everything matched proper. All the tonality was great. Like, it's 21 Pilots. Like, they put out a song that had over 2 billion views. Like, they're going to put out songs that could justifiably earn just as many views. So that was awesome. Like, and the message they put through, you can't beat that. You can't beat that. But I'm biased because I love artists when they do that. I love when bands and artists and groups do that kind of stuff, and they call out the industries that they're in, or something specific. I like when they do that. It adds some turbulence to the industry, and it makes it more fun. It really does, to have an outcast, to have an underdog really calling the shots. We're actually calling out people to call the shots. Like, I like that. So that was good. That was damn good. But if y'all like this reaction, as always, be sure to smash that like button, smash subscribe, and hit that little bell for future notifications. That would be greatly appreciated. And also comment down below. Let me know of any other bands, artists, songs, genres, whatever, yada, 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 that you want me to react to. Anything that's not musical you want me to react to, let me know. I'm thinking about branching out into some more, into some comedy stuff to react to some of that, of the messages that come through with certain comedy skits. And let me know some of that. And also, if any of you guys know the actual path that's supposed to be taken with the 21 Pilots journey, similar to like the NF journey, if any one of you guys know that, comment down below. Let me know the order that I need to follow, and I'm guaranteed that I'm probably not anywhere near an order for what I'm supposed to. And people have been, I have a list full of song names from 21 Pilots that people have recommended me to do, but I have no idea the order to do it in. I just snagged Lane Boy because I've heard the name before. Comment down below. Let me know if you guys have the specific order. Let me know the specific order, then so I can start following it and add it in the list of accordingly. But yeah, that's it, guys. Keep feeding me. I'll keep feeding you. We'll keep the circle going. And yeah, I'm out.